not a very good weatherman today. Thought I'd move up practice and missed the storms, and the storms came in and decided to go to the indoor. And I knew as soon as we got buses to go to the indoor, the sun would come out. But the guys have been waiting around a long time, so we decided to scrimmage in the indoor. I thought it was a very good scrimmage as far as effort, physicality in the scrimmage. About like last scrimmage, the offense really, all groups started out pretty fast. The first two drives were the twos, the ones, threes went, then we had ones and twos, and kind of moved the ball at will. Then we had a backed up drill where we went from the -1. The defense held the one unit to a punt, which that's the goal for the offense, to get a first down. Defense tried to hold them and make them punt backed up. I think they got a stop on like 3rd and 3, got a stop. Then the two defense got a safety, and then about the next 25-30 minutes of the scrimmage, the defense played really aggressive, especially the 2 unit. I think they caused 2 turnovers, the 2 unit did, and then the 1 unit caused a turnover. And then it kind of flipped back with the offense. The one offense did a nice job in their 2 red zone areas, moving the ball, and then the defense got a pick in 1 minute to win the 1 minute drill. So it was kind of a little bit of back and forth. I saw fight from both units. Thought we ran the ball better this week. We had a little bit bigger commitment to the run, because you're inside and it's kind of, you got 50 yards there, and you get a first down and you're kind of in the red zone. But we backed it up a lot. But I thought overall it was a really good day for both sides. I got to watch the film to kind of get a little bit more detail. But again, I thought Nick Stevens played extremely well. Was very accurate, made good decisions, took care of the football. I think he might have had 3 or 4 touchdown passes with no interceptions. Did a really nice job, and the turnovers came, with the 2 unit, and then the one time Colin was running the 1 unit on a tip pass. But overall, pretty good day defensively. I thought Colorado showed up. Darnell Thompson showed up a lot. Manuel Jones showed up, and then some secondary made some good plays. But again, a pretty good scrimmage.
When you start looking at depth, have you moved some of your guys that were normally 2s on the depth chart, let them play with the 1s to see if they match up in one-on-one?
We did that today. We played, didn't want some of the guys to get 50-plus reps, and wanted some of our guys were pretty sure about to get around 25 or 30, guys like Colorado, guys like Josh Watson, guys like BC, Michael Gallup. So we played some of those twos out there. Guys like Emmanuel Jones stepped up. I noticed him out there. Warren Jackson had a really good day. E.J. Scott, I don't know if he had a lot of opportunities, but Warren Jackson showed up offensively. Marcus McElroy ran the ball really, really well. Dawkins' hamstring was a little tight, so he didn't go. And Marcus did a nice job running the ball. Now, I think most of his runs were with the 2s and the 3s. I'm not sure how much he got with the 1s. But Rashad ran the ball pretty good. But Izzy also showed up today and ran the ball extremely physical.
Did your 2 offensive line play any better today?
I'd have to look at there was a stretch there. Early in the scrimmage, the 2 offensive line, which was basically the 3s, I thought played really well. And then right after halftime, the 2 offensive line, we didn't execute some things well. But you got to give the defensive guys credit. I thought they were getting off blocks and playing fast, playing with enthusiasm on defense. Really into the scrimmage. Didn't start off great, but they had a good mindset and kept fighting, and it was good to see that today.
I think you told us last week, Monday and Tuesday, it's like an extension of camp. Wednesday, you'll start moving into
little bit. Prep. Monday and Tuesday, we're going to do 20-minute period of scout work, okay. And then there'll still be the regular kind of camp schedule. Other than that, Wednesday we'll kind of go back to the final day of just playing each other, work some situations. Thursday will be a day off for the university Ram Welcome, where we'll help all the students move in on campus. The team will go to the dorms and help the incoming freshmen move their stuff out of their cars. And then Friday will be our first whole practice dedicated to Oregon State. That will be like a Monday practice for us, and Saturday will be like a Tuesday of game week, and then we'll come back Monday and start it all over again.
So was this scrimmage a really good way to start putting dividing lines with who you're moving forward with? And
it was the message I had to the team last night is, this is your final scrimmage of the year. Opportunities not lost if you're not, where you want to be after the scrimmage, but this scrimmage is going to determine who we're getting ready for that first game. And so we'll go back and watch the tape tonight as coaches. We'll meet, I'll meet separately, offense and defensively tomorrow. Then we'll come together as a staff and talk personnel and kind of, figure out what's our travel team, what it looks like now. I think we got a pretty good idea offense and defensively, and then a lot of times that meetings to get the special team coach on the same page of, hey, we're getting this guy ready to play, so we need to find a role for him on special teams.
Did you feel that a lot of the things that you would want to iron out from last week's scrimmage, you guys kind of made the right steps, in the past week?
I thought we made some adjustments defensively with our front to 21 personnel, and then playing a little tighter in coverage, kind of not giving the offense some easy throws out wide, which we gave last week a lot. Challenged the receivers a little bit more, which was good to see. And then offensively, I thought we ran the ball better. Now, we didn't call the run a lot last week, but the point of emphasis was that we only averaged 3.2 yards with the ones. No matter how many times we got to average more 5 yards a rush, and I think we're probably pretty close to that today with the ones. Now, the stats that you'll get will have the ones, twos, and threes all combined. Yeah. Correct, Paul? Mm-hmm. And then what we'll do as a coaching staff, we'll separate ones, twos, and threes and kind of get an indication of where we are and how we played on both sides of the ball when we look at that stuff.
Have any of these young guys, I'm sorry, Kevin, go ahead.
It just sounds the way you're talking, an encouraging day for your defense, especially as secondary. Is that promising to see as
I
you're
thought
getting
it was
closer?
encouraging. I thought, again, we didn't start off well. And, we had a long wait. We were supposed to be out warming up at 12:50, and then, we ended up trying to wait out the rain. And I think we made the decision at 10 after 2 to come over here. And, so they've been dressed for a long time. And then we came over here, and I really thought both sides were a little bit asleep when we got in the indoor. The offense just happened to make a couple big plays. The first play of the scrimmage, we threw a little bootleg to Cam Butler, and he made about 7 people miss and gained about 40 yards and kind of got the offense with a little juice. And it just took the defense a while. But once, they found their edge, the coaches on that side of the ball did a great job of continuing to challenge them, continuing to say we got to fight. And then when something good happened, it kind of became contagious over there on the defensive side, and had a little stretch there. Would have been equivalent to a quarter where they dominated, maybe a quarter and a half. And then it was good to see the one offense come back and establish something. And they moved the ball, and the defense ended up getting a stop on third down. But just getting first down sometimes can slow some momentum offensively. So it's hard to judge or hard to get a feel if you're on either side whether you had success or not. But I was pleased with both. The one disappointing thing for me would be just looking at the numbers that Paul gave me. We're third down. We're not very efficient there. I just got to go back and look at how many third downs were the offensive, the one offense, that we didn't convert. One defense. I don't know how many third downs we had with the ones. I think a lot of those third downs situations were the twos and threes. The 4-17 offensively is not very good. Force winning, what would that be, 11 or 13? 13 out of 17 wins for the defense is excellent. And that's something that we, harped on and wanted to improve our third down efficiency defensively. And we talked about getting 1 or 2 more stops a game. And I thought they were good in third and short. Tried to go fast a couple times, and they got penetration up front and were able to get a stop, which was great to see for the defense.
Have you pinpointed any of your true freshmen or even redshirt freshmen who you're moving forward with that are going to play against Oregon State?
Well, the guy I kind of got the scrimmage started, Cameron Butler. I thought we got to get him ready to play. The running backs is still kind of a wait and see kind of deal, but we're getting Marcus ready. Rashad Body, I mentioned him a lot. He's a redshirt freshman. Isaiah Panunzio did some nice things today, and he's a redshirt freshman. Both receivers, number 9 and 3, Jackson and Scott, we're getting them ready to play. Offensive line, we have to watch the film and decide. Defensively, Emmanuel Jones would be a guy I would say is definitely getting ready to play. Linebacker Patrick Moody is a guy that's done some nice things at Mike. Been really, really pleased with him. Ellison Hubbard is a guy that I've been pleased with up front. Defensive line, we got to get ready to play. trying to think, some other freshmen defensively.
Anybody in the secondary like Campbell, any of those
Oh,
guys?
Campbell, definitely. Campbell's a guy that we're getting ready to play.
Jaden Walker.
Jaden Walker has been out with an injury. We're gonna have to watch the tape, but he's shown some good things. But Campbell's a guy I've definitely been impressed with. Those guys would be the main guys I would say, hey, we're moving forward, getting ready to play. But as a coach, I mentioned in the preseason press conferences, we get them all ready to play. You never know what can happen with an injury, but we'll have a kind of make some decisions tomorrow of who gets the reps, first and second. But and that's part of your job as a coach, to still get guys that are third team and maybe fourth team that were on that bubble, continue to get them good work.
Is the weather hampered, I know, not just today, just over the past week plus, any kind of development in camp that you would hope?
It hasn't hampered, us getting our practices in and far as getting out there and seeing what we need to see as coaches and the players getting into work. It's kind of hampered our schedule a little bit, kind of a, start, wait, which, is good. We talk about being inconsistent at times last year, the attention to detail in ball games. And, we're having to focus and be more mature that, hey, we got to wait, right here 20 minutes, or we got to wait 30 minutes, or we got to, go in and come back out. How are we going to handle it? We got to come back out and refocus and have the same mindset we did at the start of practice. So that's been good. The only thing, the rain, is probably good for us. I just wish we had more sunshine. I wish it was really, really hot. That's the only thing. It's been the coolest camp I've ever been involved in my life. I know the first couple of days we had some hot days, which I was excited about. So we need some heat this last week.
Supposed to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be